Most of us have heard stories about people misusing 911. Last year in Canada, there was a case where a man called to complain about a bad weather forecast, and another phoned after being attacked by a duck. Now, while that type of call slows down emergency response times, it's calls that aren't made that can be an even bigger problem. Mike Armstrong looks at a phenomenon that has witnesses reaching for their phones, but for the wrong reason.
Just getting down the stairs in Ziane Léger's home isn't easy, but neither's staying calm. The fire that started in one of her neighbors' homes spread to hers. Firefighters were too late.
Apparently it took 35 minutes for the fireman to get here.
This is what the fire looked like. There's video on YouTube from the back, from a street over, even from far away. There are no firefighters in any of them. The city says for a reason no one had called 911.
My God.
It's a smartphone, but you should be smart when using it.
The town's director general says firefighters lost about a half hour because people grabbed their phones but didn't dial 911. Instead, they took pictures and videos. They offered them to firefighters in case they'd help with the investigation, but they weren't very appreciated.
To our question, when did you call? Nobody had made a call to the 911.
Now, barely anything happens anymore without being captured in some way. There are dozens and dozens of videos of the recent Lac Mégantic explosion, many shot while the person filming was in danger. But what's happening more and more often is people shooting and forgetting what should come first, a call to 911.
My God!
The Canada Safety Council says it's a new twist on a phenomenon called the bystander effect.
The more people there is, the less likely you are to get help, because everybody thinks that somebody else will intervene, somebody else will be doing it.
Now, if it seems hard to believe, it happens. This was a case in New York City. A Good Samaritan was stabbed and bled to death while 25 people walked by. This man stopped and took a picture. It's basically the same thing that happened with the fire, and experts say it happens more than we realize.
We see now people are taking video with the iPhone and they forget to call 911.
What firefighters say should happen is to err on the side of caution. Call. Getting too many calls isn't a problem. Mike Armstrong, Global News, Montreal.